Hello, I'm Lawrence Belden Smythe, and I'm in search of the truth about the United States and all of her colourful, fascinating people, because that's what I'm all about. Truth in all of its delicious stickiness. My quest brought me to Oklahoma, where I uncovered an unusual gathering the locals refer to as a state fair. I had to know more about what went on behind these walls. My investigation revealed a slew of bizarre competitions, including who has the most stubborn cow, who can dance faster on a spinning lump of wood, and who can survive the death-defying metal terror machines known as amusement rides.
Why are we stopping? Why are we stopping?
So come join me, because as my dad used to say, it's more fun with people watching, and because my name is Lawrence, and this is America.
I'll pack my favorite trousers, my toothbrush and my comb, 'cause America is calling me.
Oklahoma is a state somewhere in the lower middle of the United States. It's filled with jovial locals, although many may suffer from short-term memory loss, which explains why they wear clothing reminding them of their location. This state, like most others, holds a state fair once a year. This particular event was selected because of its lower Midwest and slightly southern qualities, and because it fit my travel schedule. On the surface, state fairs appear to be simple, loud and colourful gatherings for local residents, but my research reveals a far more serious undercurrent to all this so-called fun. Americans love to compete. For those not skilled enough to be professional athletes, successful business people, or world-class journalists, the state fair offers a wide range of ways to satisfy the urge to crush their fellow human being. And it's not just human-on-human combat. Americans bring animals of all shapes, colours, and levels of ridiculousness into this fight for supremacy. Some of the most intense battles involves cows, or bulls, or whatever they are. The game involves walking and a lot of standing around. It appears the creature decides in which order these events are to take place. This beast, a Hereford bull named Overload, is the reigning grand champion of something. So how does one choose one bull over another?
You bring them out, walk them, travel them, judge will look at them from the front, back, profile, and he can assess the cleanness of their front, length of neck, size of bone, foot and leg structure, length of body, squareness of the hip, spring of rib, because that indicates fleshing ability, muscle.
Clearly, American bull growers have developed their own indecipherable language. Stuff just came flying out of him.
Just a little slobber.
This saliva-filled, yet potentially delicious beast soon proved no match for a journalist's firm hand. Animals, like humans, recognize the importance of truth seekers.
I said stop. Stop.
To learn how Overload and his colleagues are made to look so pretty, I was granted rare access backstage. In this large, dark, cow-filled environment, an exclusive discovery was made. It can now be revealed for possibly the first time ever that a vital skill set for the modern American farmer is hairdressing.
That's hair gel for cows.
Now, you'll just comb that in forward.
Forward?
Yep. Lay your comb right in.
Oh wow, it just disappears.
Kind of forward and up. There you go.
Ooh, it's lovely and smooth. Work on me.
It's not all showing and blowing for the livestock at the state fair. In another corner of the fair, young slices of bacon compete in a much simpler game. First pig to eat the cookie wins. How long have you been racing pigs?
I've been the swine master for 10 years.
You are the swine master, that's your title.
That's what I am, and that's what I do.
Who's ready for some more pig racing? All right, here we go.
And what kind of pigs do you race?
We race any type of pig, Hampshire, Yorkshire, Duroc, potbelly pigs. As long as they can run around the track for an Oreo cookie, we'll race them.
There you go there, Rock, and there, 1, 2, room for the number 1, 3, 2 up the front. It's number 4 will come inside, number 1 and 3, that lead around 2 and 3, coming around 2 and 4, this center will be number 1.
One particularly pacey porker caught this reporter's eye. Her name, Brittany Spare Ribs.
Now, how do you feel about racing? How long have you been racing?
Her spirit was willing. All she needed was coaching from an expert in livestock motivation, or failing that, a worldly Englishman with a porcine penchant.
It's up to you, Brittany. Big number 1. Who's number 1? Brittany. What are your feet? Steel springs, yes. How fast can you run? Fast as a leopard! Yes. Do it for Daddy. They're under starter's orders.
And they're off. And it's big number 1 in the lead. Pick number 2, pick number 3, and then pick number 4. Big number 3 seems to have it, but he's been overtaken. Has he? Oh, it's a photo finish. It's big number 2. Big number 2 takes it.
It's okay, Brittany. You did your best. That's all anyone can ask. You gave it your all. You gave it a good try for the team, and you know, sometimes winning isn't what's important. It's the fact that you take part and you're an active member of society and you give. You know, you're a pig, Brittany, that gives a lot.
I didn't need this week's wages anyway. Next up, an offer to take a relaxing ride on something called a monster truck. We're in the state of Oklahoma, exploring that quintessentially American experience, the state fair and all its competitivenesses. However, mingling with the locals in their natural surroundings provides a rare opportunity to learn about more than just the cultural event I've come to observe. What about the local dialect, for example?
Can you teach me a couple of Oklahoman phrases that I can take back to England with me? I don't know.
Y'all.
Y'all.
What are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing? What does y'all mean? Is it like, it sounds like a sailing term.
You all.
Oh, you all? is that to be applied to people plural or people singular?
Both.
So I can say to you individually, you all come over here. It sounds like there's 3 of you.
It's y'all.
Y'all? You're fixing?
Yeah, fixing to go.
Getting ready to
Getting ready.
Is that an Oklahoman term?
I don't know, I guess.
I'm fixing to go get me a corn dog.
Fixing to, I reckon,
does that
yeah.
Hey, all, I'm fixing to go get some corn dogs.
Exactly.
Y'all.
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 There you go.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all.
It's like a Y-A-W, y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah.
It's close. That's close.
The only language I need to master is the
Do I have
truth,
to change my dress at all?
and possibly English.
Well,
I'm not sure if Oklahoman is either. My next investigation focused on a peculiar sporting event involving vehicles mounted on enormous mounds of rubber. It's called monster trucks and is apparently popular at the fair.
So what is a monster truck, Mike?
It's basically a oversized truck with 66-inch tires, 1,700 horsepower, tube chassis, bypass shocks, fiberglass body, what they've evolved into.
And what kind of things do you do with this?
We crush cars, do side-by-side drag racing, jump school buses, box trailers, pretty much whatever they put out on the track for us.
So it's mostly a recreational thing, there's not a functional use for it?
No, I mean, it's pretty much functional use as far as racing. I mean, you can't go to the grocery store and get groceries with it or nothing, but...
Would you be willing to let me ride along with you?
Oh yeah, we can put you in there and take you for a spin.
Mike promised a sedate drive around the showgrounds, as these trucks don't have a passenger seat. As I stood in the cabin, wedged over a spinning tyre that promised instant death, I discovered something about monster truck drivers. They lie.
guy's a f***ing maniac!
My English courage intact, it became apparent Americans like to see their menfolk displaying masculine charms.
These Americans are crazy.
One of these activities involves woodsmanship, which was a throwback to a simpler time when trees were merely obstacles to be destroyed.
We have 6 little chairs.
Today, the modern-day sport pits burly chaps against one another in a series of battles. First is axe throwing.
All right. Whoa, that looks like a 3. That's not too bad.
Then a game of who can saw faster. And finally, an intricate and primal dance on a rolling lump of wet wood.
Here we go.
It's unclear if this bizarre display is a battle, an obscure mating ritual, or a variation on the French game where men fight to the death to avoid a bath. A professional truthologist can only be satisfied with first-hand experience, no matter how pointless it may appear.
Okay, so what you're going to do today is your feet are going to be in this position. You're going to be facing that direction. You're going to sidestep out to the center of this carpeting right here, the first carpeting.
Yeah.
And the big thing is you're going to want to put your right hand out in front of you, your left hand back, bend in the knees, and you want to take short, quick steps. Every time this log moves, you want to counteract that movement the opposite direction, okay?
This spinning log also served as an early river crossing device. It took Americans a while to come to terms with the whole bridge concept.
Okay, now, you don't look at your feet. Look down at my hands. Okay, put your right hand out in front of you, your left hand back.
Yes.
Okay, bend in the knees a little bit. You all set?
Yes.
Okay, how you feeling?
Good.
Good.
Like a lumberjack.
Like a lumberjack. Are you all set for some action?
Yes.
Quick steps, here we go. On your mark, get set. You ready? You want me to hold it or let go?
You can let go.
All right, here we go. He's doing good. Look at this. Oh!
So it can be concluded early American wood experts clearly had too much time on their hands. All this manliness builds an appetite, which led me to a fair highlight: food. So far in the pursuit of the truth about state fairs and their competitive underbelly, we focused on clashes between living creatures. But the depth of the combative urge runs deep. So deep, it includes vegetables. And in this game at least, size does matter. It's only logical that cooked food would enter the fray. Here, in this seemingly tranquil room, competitors from across the region come to do battle. Their weapon? Pies. Each competitor is given the same crust. The fight is for the best filling. 2 judges undertake the task of choosing a winner. While I was investigating this event, a judge became unavailable. So, like any good journalist, I stepped in. After all, this is what we do best, judging people based on little information.
We have, 16 pies? And we're
16
going
pies.
to taste every one of them.
We're going to have to spend some time on the treadmill after this, right?
Go ahead.
I like pie.
I love pie.
16 doesn't sound like a large number when talking about grains of sand, but with pie judging, it means a 2.5-hour public gorging.
We just did this one, didn't we?
Oh, I wondered why I was tasting that again.
As the pie plates piled up, the pressure was palpable.
$16 pies. Judges are going to go and secretly confer now.
Eventually, the exhausting sugar intake produced a winner. And sweet relief.
These are the results of the pie contest. For a prize of $200 and the apron and the ribbon, your pie will also be entered in the national competition. It's pie number 7, a blackberry bosenberry pie by Janice Bruce.
I just knew you didn't like my pie when I saw you taste it, but I guess you did.
I did that to fool you.
Oh, okay. But I knew you liked my daughters because you kept taking a bite and a bite and a
Really?
bite.
Are you
Yeah.
paying that close attention?
Oh, you bet.
Ah.
Food is a central theme to these fairs. Everywhere you look when strolling the grounds, people are stuffing themselves with a wide variety of previously undocumented offerings.
What have you eaten so far today?
Oh, Indian taco, pork sandwich, turkey, you name it. I ate it.
I'm having some chicken, sweet and sour chicken, some fried rice, and an egg roll.
I haven't ridden one ride yet because I've eaten so much.
So what are you eating here, madam?
Turkey leg.
It seems like sort of caveman food.
Yeah.
And what are you eating, sir?
Roast corn. It's incredible.
What food in particular brings you to the state fair?
Shouldn't say, but cinnamon rolls and funnel cakes.
What is a funnel cake?
I don't know. Ask her. She makes them, I think. I don't know.
Well, it's a batter with powdered sugar. And you put toppings on it. You can have cinnamon or powdered sugar.
That they deep fry on top of oil.
These items not only appear to involve a deep fryer, but mysteriously, American fairgoers demand their meals be mounted on tiny wooden spikes. Have knives and forks become redundant? Or did this custom predate modern civilization?
Is there anything you can't get on a stick?
Beer. I'm thinking they don't fry beer on a stick, so.
What food was on this stick, madam?
Chicken.
Chicken. What else could it be?
Pigeon.
What is it with food on a stick?
I don't know. I guess it's easy to eat while you're walking around, so.
No mess, no fuss.
What dark mysteries lie behind these sophisticated gourmet treats? A local vendor kindly agreed to lift the shroud of secrecy.
These are our Snicker bars, formed the same kind of batter, and what we do is we dip them in deep fry, and then they come out looking like Snickers that are deep fried.
Okay.
Dip it in, just like you're doing a lollipop, all the way down, right into the batter to cover the whole muffin. Now lift it up a couple times, and now hold on to that stick tight, and as you're putting it into the oil, twirl it. Twirl it in the oil, nice, all the way down there, just like that. Now you can let it go. And now you made yourself a Twinkie.
How long does it take to cook?
A couple of minutes.
How many calories in one of these?
We don't count calories, my friend.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever deep fried?
Alligator tail. As you can see, the Twinkie you started with is now swollen to this size.
Right.
And we put powdered sugar on it. It's like a deep fried lollipop.
But the batter-fueled frying frenzy doesn't end with popular candies. Oh no.
This is deep fried Twinkie on a stick. This is pizza on a stick. This is a corn dog on a stick. This is deep fried cheddar, bacon, and mashed potatoes on a stick. This is cheese on a stick. This is a candy apple on a stick.
Up to now, the fair was all about fun, but that changed when I discovered the fiendish terrors within metallic monsters known as amusement rides. Without doubt, there is one diabolical competitive ritual uncovered at the Oklahoma State Fair that leaves all the other events in the dust. This cruelty involves the previously mentioned delicacies on sticks and mechanical torture devices. Young Americans like to load up on fried food and then willingly, yes, willingly submit to untold violence inside roaring beasts of fury. In Oklahoma, they're called amusement rides. The game is surprisingly simple. Try not to vomit. Choosing a ride which revealed the true horror, yet didn't endanger a world-class journalist, proved difficult.
Absolutely not. No way. No way. Not going on it. No. No. I think not.
Finally, a most treacherous example was secured, something called a ferris wheel. It dangles innocent fairgoers hundreds of feet in the air with only the flimsiest of capsules to save them from plunging to their messy deaths on the concrete below.
Oh, it's all a big laugh, isn't it?
The moment of truth beckoned.
Ah! Help! I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Ah!
After several blood-curdling revolutions, this Ferris wheel of fear appeared ready to release its captives. But it was all a ruse.
Why are we stopping? Why are we stopping?
Okay, so it didn't actually stop for long. My mistake, but no journalist can be accurate under this level of torment.
Is that it? We can get out?
Finally, it was over. All in all, I think I handled that pretty well. I came to the Oklahoma State Fair believing it was all about competition. And while it definitely is, it's also about so much more. These grounds provide a rare opportunity for people to come together to share grooming tips for their livestock, to cheer on next year's Christmas ham, to swap tasty pie recipes, and to share a meal, as long as it's mounted on wood. The fierce desire to win is evident, but so is a fierce desire to have fun. I salute you, State Fair participants, and all of your customs, games, and gourmet offerings. You provide a sort of melting pot, if you will, of modern city life and traditional rural spirit, which is then deep-fried and smothered in powdered sugar, making it even more delicious. Reporting and waiting for my arteries to harden from the Oklahoma State Fair, this is Lawrence Belden Smythe.